Hi guys, so I'm finally back from the World Championships that were held in Almaty in Kazakhstan, and I just wanted to let you guys know some of my thoughts on the championship itself, how it was held, and on some of my matches. So the championship itself was held pretty good. The venue that we were in was nice and big, quite well ventilated, and I think that's really important. Maybe more important than some people might think, that the temperature inside the venue is like nice and cool, so the athletes don't literally overheat and then they can't perform as well as they might want to. Like, stage was really well made as well. The lighting and everything was great, the sound as well. The only like bad thing about the championship is that there were a lot of injuries. When I say a lot, I mean if you take this year's Europeans and last year's World Championship and European Championship and you combine them, they have less injuries than this one championship. And like that was really unfortunate to see, and I hate seeing people get injured. That's like one of the worst things that could happen to an athlete. And they weren't the injuries weren't just like little tiny injuries that you might have when you're like training or sparring. It was like serious stuff where the bones were breaking and tendons were getting torn off, and my God, it was just really sad to see. And I hope that all of them recover really fast, and of course they were rushed to the hospital and taken care of as soon as possible, which is really good. So then the senior classes were beginning, and the left hand was first, of course. And man, I felt really nervous, more nervous than usual, just because I wanted to have a really good performance, and I knew that the competition was going to be tough, and I didn't have that much time to prepare. Only 3 weeks after the match with Terence. It just isn't enough to get stronger. I managed to maintain the form that I was in as much as I can, really, but I didn't get any stronger. I was maybe at 85% of my max strength, so definitely not near the 100% mark, but it was still quite good, and I think that was I thought that was enough to kind of get through the championship and kind of get me to that number one spot, and it did on the left hand, just because I think that there were not a lot of really super strong competitors on the left hand. There were strong people, of course, but not someone like, let's say, Muratov, because he was in the 110 plus kilo class, mowing down everybody that came to face him, and he would have probably done the same in this class in the 110 kilos. So I was quite fortunate that he wasn't on the left hand, but on the right hand it was way more difficult, just because Sandris is much stronger on the right hand. Muratov was there as well, and he's incredibly strong on the right hand, even though it's not his stronger hand. And Daniel Roman as well, I gotta say, he's super strong, a young gun coming from Kazakhstan. He's definitely going to be a top competitor. He already is. He was second on the right hand, and man, he's super passionate about the sport, and I'm really glad to see that. And he's only 18 years old. Man, that's incredible. He's really something else. So then it came down to the right hand, and that was as well the last day of the competition. And I felt pretty good coming in to the matches, just because I had a easy time on the left hand, and I felt quite confident that I could do something similar on the right hand. And then I had the first match with Alijan, and I kind of lost a lot of my confidence, and I was quite nervous as well that I was going to, have a bad performance, and I wasn't going to make it to the podium, even just because he gassed me out in the hook, and I was quite tired. But he made a foul just before pinning me, but I was too late to the protest, and they denied it just because I didn't protest in time. So that was fine, and I kind of went on with the other matches, and then we again met in the fight for the semifinals. And I was thinking, about what should I do, how should I attack him. And prior to this match, I was feeling a bit tired. nervous as well, and I know that he had a few tough matches as well. So I wanted to go for a flop wrist press just because if he is in a top roll position, he will get more tired out than me in a flop wrist position, and I felt quite good and comfortable in a flop wrist position, and that's exactly what I did. And the plan, everything went to plan really, but it was way tougher than I thought it would be, and I felt so gassed out after the first match. And after that restart, when he made a foul, it looked like it was in the losing position, but it was not. The second match, then I kind of gave it all I got, but I think he got gassed out more than I did, because I just had a little bit more energy than he did. So I made a press. I went into a press, and it was really good, really close to the pin pad. Then he kind of threw his body and tried to make some desperate move to pin me, and then I transitioned to a top roll and finished the match off. Amazing, and I'm so glad that I had such a great match with him as well. I really do consider him to be one of the legends of the sport, and it was an honor arm wrestling with him. And going into the semifinals, I was quite tired. My wrist was blown off. Everything was super pumped for like 2 days after that match, and I was just hoping to, you know, gas out Danyar, and I know that he's really good in that low hand top roll position. So I tried that, and then I made a foul, intentional foul, because I was in a really uncomfortable position. But then I made a protest where he actually made a foul before me, and then I kind of rushed it a bit too much. I just wanted to pin him as soon as possible, and I made a second foul, and then I lost just because my shoulders went over the center line. At least that's what the referees told me, and then that was it, really. I felt kind of bad because that's my first time. That's the first time that I was third, you know, on any European or World Championship, and you know, it didn't feel great, but I was happy that I at least made it to the podium. And I just wanted to really quickly show you guys the medals. They look really nice, sturdy, big medals. This is the gold one. This is the bronze one. So overall, I'm really happy with the results. Being first and third on a World Championship with quite a tough competition is good in my book, if you ask me. And I can't wait to continue training and you know, improving on things that can be improved, especially on my right hand. Right now my left hand is better than my right hand, which is kind of weird because it was always the other way around. But yeah, and I want to thank you guys so much for the overwhelming amount of support that I've been getting recently on social media and everywhere. It really does mean a lot to me, and it pushes me to work my ass off to achieve even greater things that I've already achieved. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in another video real soon. Bye.